hello. Happy New Year! Hey guys, welcome to Two Queens and Crystal Things, the podcast where we are on some manifest your life, shift your mind, and raise the consciousness type of shit. I am Mia.
And I am Christy, and you can consider us your spiritual girlfriends.
Hey girl.
We are in 2024. We made it. We made it.
When I say the exhale.
Whew, so many people were kicking 2023 out of the door.
2023 was kicking my butt.
Yeah, 2023 was, I didn't have it as rough as you had at all. Not even as close. But, I know the whole idea of a new year is different for everyone, but, living in this dimension, living in this world, we like to use time as a way of organizing our life, our systems. And so, we are entering into this new year, although people...
And actually, we really do, right, I was about to say, we really do look at it as spring equinox as the real beginning of a new year, But
there are also some people that are like, well, if time doesn't really exist, then there really isn't a new year, which I was like,
Well,
okay.
I like having a benchmark.
Yeah.
But one thing for certain is it allows us to have an opportunity to reflect and move forward.
I like that.
So I'm good with it.
And actually, I feel like I have two New Years, like the spring equinox and then my birthday.
Oh, yes.
I look at my birthday as a new year.
I always look at September as also a beginning of a new year, too, for some reason. So it's like spring and fall.
Yep.
For me, back to school time, it's like new year. Okay. So, guess what, guys? Welcome to the new season. Welcome to the new season. It is season 5.
Yes.
Season 5, episode 1.
There you go, season 5, yes.
New year, new season. So we have shifted out of a year of 7. And which was a time of introspection, reflection, the energy of 7. And when we're talking about 7, we're saying 2023. So when you add the numbers together of 2, 2, and 3, you get 7. And so the energy around the year was the energy that carries in the number 7. So we are officially in the energy of 8. Okay? So last year, you guys, a lot of us, we turned inwards. There was a lot of contemplation, self-discovery, a lot of revelations, and I am talking to myself right now. And this was a year where people realized who they are and what I would say a lot of people realize what they desired for themselves, and the changes that it's almost like there was a lot of, I feel like there was a lot of reflection on what in your life is in alignment with who it is that you truly are and what is not.
Yes.
And being able to make some of those changes and moves that were so difficult, because it really does feel like you're walking away from a piece of yourself that has always been with yourself. It's like a breakup. It can be very difficult. But so now we are moving into an 8th year. So you got, and like for real, y'all, 2024 came in with a biggity bang. And 2023, the last few months it was celebrity relationships. Wait, have y'all listened to that Cat Williams interview on Club Shay Shay? Baby.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this year.
When I say, like Christy said, the veil has been lifted for all of us. Let those who have eyes see, okay?
And those who have ears hear
it
all.
Hear it all, because it's but it's so exciting. So now we're in the year of 8, which presents the opportunity for each of us to step into our power. 8 is a year of action, and 8 is a year of abundance. It's a number of abundance. The energy around the number 8 is abundance.
Yes. And I've mentioned this in a couple episodes. me and I have been having this conversation for the longest, but for a while, and I don't remember how long I've been saying this, but I've just been feeling like the veil is being lifted. Things are starting to come to surface. Things that have been hidden are now shifting into the light, and things are being revealed. It's like our blinders are being removed, and so people are now starting to see things for what they truly are. And in this year of the 8, like Mia said, it carries this energy of abundance. It also carries this energy of prosperity, resourcefulness, and hard work. So the one thing that that I've been told about this year of it being 8 is whatever you put into it. So like you were saying,
yes,
you're going to get out of it. So whatever the seeds that you had planted before year of the 8, this is going to be the year that you are going to start reaping the harvest. And so the number 8, it's also a number of inner strength. And there are so many really great qualities about it. And if you think about the way that the 8 is shaped, it looks like infinity. It's an equalizer. It's this balancer, and it unites the consciousness with the unconsciousness. And so I'm really, really excited for what's to come for 2024. It also it's earthly with the spiritual, and so it's, again, like we were talking about, this is the year where you are going to reap what you sow. So y'all just make sure those seeds that you planted are seeds that are going to bring forth sweet fruit.
And I mean, and the interesting thing about it is, you really get into it. You get from it what you put into it. It's like we're leaving a time of, I feel like, especially for me, maybe a time of stillness. And I hope there's some people who can resonate with that. I feel like it was a lot of stillness. And as we were moving into leaving the end of 2023 into 2024, honestly, I felt a little foggy. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, it's like I can feel it's time to move. Yeah. Like, but that 2-step was not, this is like, I just, there's a little bit of foggy. So, you guys, so we tried this product, and we want to talk about it for a second. It's called Mind Magic. So it's an elixir. And honestly, so we tried this thing, and it's okay. And honestly, I would have to say it helps clear the fog for me. It gave me the opportunity to be clear as I was thinking about how intentional I wanted to go into 2024. That spirit of procrastination can be very real.
Yes.
It lifted, it was very helpful for me with that. Put a little pep in your step. And I genuinely don't prefer to go real heavy on the caffeine. And at the beginning of the year, I was starting a project that I was working with my sister on, and I needed to be ready I needed to be ready to go. And this thing really, really, really helped me. So it's called Mind Magic, you guys. Let me tell you. So it helped increase my productivity, like for real. I felt focused. Now, for our friends who I'm not gonna name the actual, but for my friends who work in creative environments, or in high energy environments, like in banking and finance, we would, let's say, self-medicate with something that would help give us some pep. This gives that, it allows for the pep without the, like, how can I say, like, it's not taking over your body. It's like your body is genuinely feeling like, oh, I have some energy, and it doesn't feel like I better hurry up and do this. It's not like a sugar rush. So there's some focus and clarity to it. And then you guys know how, if you're a big coffee drinker, like, and I used to be too, you know how you have that midday caffeine drop?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ooh, child.
Okay, so I feel like you're calling me out a little bit. Just a little bit. And now, okay, so I was introduced to coffee when I was 15. I hated it. By the time I was 17, I was dancing, and I had to have it before I had my ballet class. And I don't know if I've shared this with you all before, but when I was dancing professionally, I was up to 4 16-ounce cups a day. This is when I was living in New York.
Oof.
It was bad.
That's that New York life.
It was bad. And I decided, like, for those of you who know or don't know, I'm also an herbalist. And so when we were going over adrenals, I realized, and this was actually just recently, like a year ago, I realized how bad caffeine, or how difficult it can be on the adrenal glands. So I decided to just leave coffee alone. I drink decaf on occasion. But I've always been looking for natural ways to boost my energy, to help increase my focus. Because I do a lot. We both do a lot outside of this podcast. And also people can mix this elixir into their coffee. I wouldn't do that because I might be walking on the wall. But honestly, this drink, they're like these green little shots. And, I love some green stuff. And I love the fact that the ingredients are natural. Like it includes adaptogens like ashwagandha, which is good at reducing stress. It contains nootropics like lion's mane for focus, matcha for energy. That's where the green comes from. And it also has vitamins to help to support the immune system. So when I drank the little shots, it was like this immediate shift of clarity. Like I had more clarity in my mind. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little ADD, but this helped me to focus. And I really enjoyed it. It's something like the little shots, they're quick to take, and it's actually pretty decent tasting too.
Yeah, so. I was not offended at all. No, seriously, because you know how sometimes it can have something can have a strong afterbite, like some of those elixirs. So, you guys, this is our sponsor for the month. Mm-hmm. So this is what we got going on.
Hi,
you guys.
Magic Mind.
You guys have to try this. So they are launching in the Sprouts Farmers Market at the beginning of January. Mm-hmm. So it should be there by now. So you could try a few bottles from the store first, and because they do have a subscription service. Mm-hmm. And here's the good news. We have a code. So if you go to www.magicmind.com and put /2queens, and the code is 2queens20.
2queens20.
And our code will be valid forever. You will get 20% off for both your one-time purchase and up to 50% off if you apply for a subscription. So try it out. So Christy and I commit that we're challenging ourselves to really see how it affects us over this month, because you guys know we got to keep it real. So tomorrow, I was thinking I'm going to try to see what it tastes like, and because I just did it I drink water first thing in the morning, and I just down like a bottle of water, and so I did that, and I had my water. So I'm gonna put it in my tea. Ooh. And see how I have like that. So I'll let you guys know. You know what? Maybe we should try it in the coffee one day. See what happens.
I'm scared.
But so guys, please check it out for real. It's been very helpful. When I say we have hit the ground running at the beginning of this year, and at the end of last year, and I really do feel a difference. I think energetically, there's a collective energy shift that is allowing people to move forward a little bit. But I can definitely say there's a fog clearance there.
Yeah, and you all know I love some natural stuff, so test it out, try it, let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know. Hey guys, tell us what you think, for we'll share with the Magic Mind crew. So, okay.
Ooh, let's get into this discussion.
So, you guys, the year of 8. The 2024. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I don't even know. I'm so excited. Okay. So, when we were, when I was thinking about how to describe this energy, 2024, this year, this is what it reminds me of. In the Bible, after Noah was at sea. Was it 40 days, 40 nights? Like, so he's, at sea, and the bird comes and gives him the, he lets the dove go, and the dove comes back with a little bit of a tree branch. Mm-hmm. Like, there's land, right? So there's that gave hope that, oh my goodness, this is finally over. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is land in this mass of sea. So at the end of the year, that's what I was feeling like. I felt like the dove came with the branch, letting me know that they're like, don't worry, I know you can't see it, but let me just show you what's to come. That's how I felt at the end of the year. And so when I think about the energy of 8 and the energy that is reflected in this year, it's the rainbow. Mm-hmm. So in the Bible, you guys know we read all the books. So the rainbow was presented as, the promise that this is over and this is a new cycle, this is a new season. Here's walking into your prosperity. Here's walking into your abundance. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's a rainbow year.
Yeah.
That's how I look at this year.
Yeah. And also the year of 8, the energy that it also has with it, it's going to be a year of movement. So when I think about this, of course, think about how the 8 is shaped. Like I said earlier, it's in the shape of the infinity. Mm-hmm. But as far as movement, this is the year for us to move on different things that we've been wanting to do. If there's something that you've been holding on to or something that you've been waiting to do, this is the perfect year to go ahead and do that. So this is the year of action. It's the year of movement. It is the year of taking that first step. Just do it.
And honestly, you guys, if you are like me, there are so many things that I feel like I had a lot of start and stops. And the idea, the desire was there, and even setting the intention, but for some reason, there was stillness. And so if there are projects that you guys have started or ideas that you start, did you start writing that book? Did you start looking for another position? Did you even start researching or start your new website, or with all the things to start something but didn't follow through? I feel like this year is allowing for that follow through. It's time to follow up and follow through. And the energy of this year, it's almost like the universe is giving a little push. It's like, okay, come on, holding your hand and walking you along the path. And not a lot, and when I say energy in this perspective, I mean energy in terms of having the gumption, the I can do itness of it to finish it. Yeah. Finish it, follow through. You are being supported by the universal energy of the number 8 to get it done. And I freaking love it because it is January 4th as we're recording this. When I tell you, I am not joking. New Year's Eve after 12, I did my little meditation at midnight, and I don't know what happened, but I felt it. I'm telling you, when I gave you guys that visual of the dove coming back, I was dead ass serious. I was like, oh,
peace, okay. Here's a peace offer.
Yes, like you did it. You made it through. And remember, everything is temporary, you all. Yeah. And it might have felt like, and again, I'm not saying I'm speaking to myself and for myself in this moment, seriously, it may have felt like, is this ever going to end? There's been so many oh yes, oh no, oh wait, here. And the truth of the matter is, the energy wasn't right for certain things to move forward, because there are still lessons and even more blessings in that space. Mm-hmm. And when you allow yourself to be at a space where I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to force it. I believe in divine timing. I believe in the seeds that I have planted. I believe that a harvest season is inevitable. Cycles change and grow and move. I will not be here forever, but good Lord, is it taking forever? I'm telling you, the energy feels different.
Yeah.
It is time.
And like
this is for real the year to find out.
Yeah. And like you were saying, like it's like it's the perfect setup.
Yes.
So this year is also coming with the energy of eternity and infinite potential. So like we were saying, the universe is supporting you in whatever it is that you are wanting to do, and it's going to bear fruit. You just have to make sure that you're putting action behind it so that the fruit can be, so that you can receive that fruit. But infinite potential, like what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you desire? What is it that you envision for yourself? This is the perfect year with the energy that's going to support you behind it to go ahead and do that. Again, the symbol of infinity. This is the year of movement. It's the year of infinite potential. Just go ahead and just put the action. Just get it done.
So guys, think about it. If we are looking at our manifestation as a plant that has come up from a seed that we have planted. Mm-hmm. I water my plants, right? I take care of my plants. That's action and love and energy that I'm putting towards something. So if I plant a seed, I don't just put it anywhere and leave it alone, and there is some care and nurturing
yep.
and some intention and desire to see that seed grow. When you look at what it is that you are envisioning and envisioning for yourself and desiring for your life, water that plant. Make sure it gets some light. Water that seed. You know what I mean? And it's been taking root. And this is, you know how when that first little sprout is coming out from out the ground.
That's my favorite time.
Oh, it's beautiful. And so when you look at that as your ideas and what you have been visualizing, and don't be scared, y'all. This is not the time to settle with how you look settling for your own vision. Like, oh, this is what I really want, but I don't think it's possible, so I'm just gonna settle for this. Nope. Go big or go home. Just forget. If you are going to nurture something, why not nurture what it is that you truly desire? So it's a year of trusting that what you have done and what you are doing will bear fruit.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Okay.
And we talked about this too. It's a karmic cycle, and it's a law of cause and effect. Mm-hmm. So again, all of the energy that we've put out before this time, just be prepared. Just, make sure that the energy that you put out was an energy that's going to bring back fruit. And that's not going to bring back locusts coming to destroy your crops.
Wow.
But, you also want to be mindful of, not just planting the seeds, and if it's a business or if it's something that you want to grow, or if it's, a new relationship, any of that stuff, it's also, it's a season of, or the year of cause and effect. So just be mindful, like what you put out there, you want to make sure that the energy that you put out is what you want to receive in return. It also symbolizes this interconnectedness of actions and consequences in our spiritual journey.
Yes.
And karma is ruled by the planet Saturn. So this is just,
I'm sure if anyone has, listens to any level of astrology, when you think about Saturn, it's kind of like the teacher. Saturn is here to teach you lessons. This is going to show you a few things. Yeah. Now, have you learned those lessons? So here's the thing. And it's so funny. Christy and I, before we started recording, I said to her, I truly believe this is a world of cause and effect. Mm-hmm. What sometimes we forget is how long before the effect hits, right? And when I say you have to trust, so there are seeds, there are causes, things that have happened, actions you have taken, words you have said, things you have done. And if the intention was love and growth and faith and hope in yourself, that's what you're getting back. But if your intention if you have refused to learn the lesson that has been trying to show you about who you are and how deep you need to go for yourself, and you refuse to look at it, and you refuse to hold yourself accountable, and you keep blaming other people for where you are in your life and not holding yourself accountable for the choices that you have made in your life. And you guys, we can see it coming in the collective. It is happening right now in front of us. Yeah. People who have refused to hold themselves accountable for themselves, your own action. How you gonna blame somebody else for what you decided to do?
And those people are now being held accountable.
You will be held accountable, and that affects Newton's third law of physics. It's every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So you have to think, where did you push? How deep did you go? We always use the analogy of a tree. How deep did you go? How deep you've allowed yourself to go within you? Because we always talking about you, yourself, your growth, your love determines how high that tree goes. Your tree is not going to be one of these red sequoias if you stay shallow. If you're shallow in the ground, you're going to have a short little tree. Yeah. We're just coming into this season where we're going to find out how deep you went. You're going to find out how deep you went. And if you need to go a little bit deeper, karma is going to remind you, like, oh, you thought I forgot? Because there has been some stillness. Yeah. And so there's probably a few people, a whole bunch of celebrities, who thought they got away with stuff because, and how with the energy that they've put out, that they believed that it wasn't coming back. Hear me when I say it's coming back. And it's coming, and not only is it coming back, it's coming back loud and out front. The revolution is on social media. The revolution is televised. Yeah. And the revolution is within you. What have you been doing with and for yourself? And honestly, it's beautiful, because let's just say, even if you're like, okay, if you're one of these people who listen like, oh, crap, I kind of been on some BS, and I did do this and I did do that. What you will learn from this year is you will truly see played out, plain as day, not having to figure it out and no analogies. Is it a parable? What you will see played out is cause and effect. You will plainly see, I did this and this happened. And what you did, it is going to match and fit with the effect of that is coming to you. So you will learn that lesson regardless. Mm-hmm. And because it's never too late to start over. It's never too late to learn a lesson. Never ever. So you'll see, it's like, oh, dang, that actually, okay, I get it. I did this and this happened. I don't like the effect of this. So you know what? Let me make better decisions. I didn't believe fat meat was crazy. Now I know. I know. I see it. I feel it. I'm experiencing it. Mm-hmm. It's time to make better decisions and choices for yourself. And it's always about you. It's always about you. Everything moves to you, through you, and for you.
Yep. And just like the year of 7 was like a year of introspection and like self-discovery, the year of 8 is the year of transformation and renewal. Mm-hmm. And, just think about the cycles of life, the cycles of the seasons, the cycles of time. We're going to be shifting and moving through these cycles of transformation and rebirth, which is necessary for our growth and for our evolution and for our spiritual expansion. So just like, Mia's been saying, and like we've been talking about, if there is a good time to do anything, this is definitely the year to just tap on in. You have this energy, the supportive energy that's going to help you. All you have to do is just make sure your intentions, your heart is in the right place. you know.
And here's the good thing. When I tell you, you are the master of your fate, you are the master of your destiny, you are the creator of your story, you and only you decide what it means for your heart to be in the right place.
Yeah.
You can't, we try to lie to ourselves, but your energy can't lie. We can accidentally forget that we did something crazy or bogus, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Your energy, it does not forget, right? But the thing is, who determines what type of energy you put out? There's a difference between, so if somebody, like, we'll just use road rage. Somebody cuts you off, right? And you have a choice. You can respond or you can react. And when I tell you those are two different things, they're two different things. You can respond in a way that says, you know what? Go ahead, let them go, because I understand that if I react in the way that is matching that energy, because we don't match energy, okay? We're not matching energy. If I respond in a way that is matching energy, because when you match somebody else's energy, what you are doing is allowing them to take you someplace that you don't want to go. But you're doing it energetically. You literally gave them dominion and power over your energetic level. Like, how crazy does that sound? So now what you're learning or have learned coming into this new year is how I respond determines my karma. It doesn't matter what they did. It's
all about you.
It's all about your choices and your decisions. It's all, like, you get to write your story. And sometimes people can look at this as like kind of a theory or a philosophy. It's, when I tell you this year, you're going to see it very bold, clear as day, banging you over the head, bringing you flowers. When I tell you it's going to be a lot of, I get it. Okay, got it. This really is my life. This is truly my life. I get to decide how I want to look at it, how I respond, the type of energy that I want to surround myself with. Because what will happen naturally when you take control over your energy, we always talk about this, you guys, what happens? That energy that you put out is always matched. So even when you're walking around and say, I'm just the sweetest person ever, but you're like, why is bad stuff always happening to me? Why are my friends so bogus and blah, blah, blah? Because guess what? Your energy is being matched regardless. There's like, it's always being matched to you. So if there are things in your life right today, at this moment, when you're looking at your surroundings, your life, your people, your relationships, your friends, your job, if it does not feel good, don't look at them like they're the issue. Turn it in. What is it about my energy that I'm attracting that? I mean,
it's time.
I love that it's going to be illustrated so plainly for people, because as you guys know, we truly believe in self-mastery. Mm-hmm. We truly believe in the idea and the truth that we all get to write our story. And in order to write your story and become your own, and not even become, to understand that you are the creator.
Yeah.
You're going to see it.
And I also think, just going back to what you were saying, is, what you put out is what you're going to get back.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a really great opportunity for us to be reminded of the fact that we have to be accountable for our actions. We can't blame anybody else but us. Because so often, like going back to your road rage example, mm-hmm. there are many people, well, that person made me, that person cut me off, and
that one
right,
made me.
You made the decision, you made the choice to step outside of your body and to see black and to wake up and be in jail.
Like, what happened?
I know. You chose that. So I really think that being in this year and being in the energy of 8 will help us to be accountable to our actions. So just really be in tune with that. But yeah,
Chrissy, what were you talking? Oh my goodness, you said something. We were talking just about. I think it was either going someplace, or you're like, I just don't really want to go, or something. No, we were ordering food, and you're like, I don't really like that, or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, you know what? It's 2024. We don't do stuff we don't want no more. In 2024, we don't do stuff we don't want to do no more. Like, for real, is it in alignment with myself? And when I say it's so internal, this has, if we start to take away the fear of how somebody else is going to react on about us being ourselves, about being authentic to when you release that, do you understand how freaking free that feels?
Yes.
Even
Like,
in the midst of like, oh my goodness, this is not my favorite time, even in the midst of stagnation. Do you want to know how free and peaceful I felt? Because one, I trust myself. One, I know the universal law of cause and effects. And it is inevitable. And it's inevitable for it to come the way that I am writing. I'm writing the story. I'm writing the story. I'm writing my story. When I keep reminding myself of that, I know that it's a very real thing. You guys, like, it's when I say you are writing your story as you are walking and breathing and thinking. And when I say it all starts in the mind, you know that saying we tell kids, you can be anything you want. All you have to do is put your mind to it. It sounds like a cliche, but I'll be damned if it's not the truth. It's so true. Control your thoughts, especially as it relates to who you know yourself to be. And when you are being authentic and in alignment with who you are, I don't care what you're going through. You know how free you feel, how at peace you feel, because you don't have to take off a mask. You don't have to. It's not like you have to come home and I'm like, oh, I can finally be me, or I can only be me around this person, or I can only be myself around this person. When you are truly walking in your authenticity, it doesn't matter what's going on. You know what's coming.
It doesn't. And then when you have people who are wanting to set expectations on your life, you're like, wait, what? Oh, no, we don't do that. We don't do that.
That's so cute. Okay.
Yeah, it's like we don't do that. But one of the things that I said for this year is that I am going to do the things that bring me joy. Like, that's one of the things. If it doesn't bring me joy, if it doesn't, like, give my heart a little pitter-patter, then I don't want to do that. If I am feeling like some sense of regret or just that exhale, I should probably not do it.
Ooh.
Again, and think about it. That is a different type of energy behind those two things.
Trust your gut.
Yeah,
like
trust
that.
Your
Gut. It's so
this
funny because when you
y'all.
really think about some of these statements that we've been hearing all our life, even before we decided to go on this journey of truly understanding who we are in our spiritual self, so that we can really understand the I am within us to create our life. Some of this stuff is really true. When people say trust your gut, we're talking about your intuition. People have been saying that for years. You know how you get butterflies in your stomach? People, you will say, man, I knew something. I knew it. I knew it in my gut that this is going to happen. Trust it. Because, come on, man. If you can't trust yourself, if you can't trust the way that your body and spirit is speaking to you and telling you what's really happening within you and what doesn't feel good and what's not authentic and what is not in alignment with who you are you going to trust? You have to trust you. You have to trust you guys. Please, I'm begging.
We implore you.
So, what else? So, you guys, I'm just, and I would, honestly, I think, actually, I'm gonna give that as our temple work. So, do you want to talk a little bit about the mandala and the sacred geometry?
Sure. So, I mean, if you think about it,
8.
I always want, oh my gosh, I used to love that song. Figure 8. Oh my God. I'm definitely telling my age, but 8 is used in mandalas and sacred geometry. You guys, I cannot talk today. It's also used in spiritual practices to evoke a sense of divine and cosmic order. So remember earlier we were talking about 8 represents balance. It also represents this equilibrium. Sacred geometry is very like not all of the different geometrical shapes are equal, but they are very like orderly, and that's like the symbol of 8.
So like in Pythagorean numerology.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're going to do an episode around the energy of numbers and what it carries, because remember we talk about everything is energy, you guys, and I know a lot of people have been seeing repeating numbers, and we're literally talking about the year of 8. I really do think it's a good idea for us to discuss the different school of thoughts and about the energy around different numbers. But in Pythagorean numerology, 8 represents victory, prosperity, and overcoming. And tell you that fog is clearing. Okay. 8 is considered a lucky number in so many different cultures, but it's the idea of being prosperous and it, when I think of the number 8 and prosperity and abundance, Krista, let me know what you think. I don't see it as winning the lottery energy type of prosperity. I feel like this is growing into prosperity. Mm-hmm. So again, back to the seeds. When you put a seed in the ground, it doesn't immediately like, oh, you know what I mean? Like there is a growing process, because you are providing yourself the space and the opportunity to hold that prosperity, to hold the abundance that is coming. So when you think about the work that you've been doing with yourself, for yourself, that is you opening yourself up, growing yourself, widening yourself, expanding yourself to be able to bring in that prosperity and abundance. So this is not the you played the numbers and all of a sudden you're going to be a big. This is.
Yeah, that's a different
I
kind of prosperity.
earned this. I created this. It's a little bit of, you know what I mean? It's like, this is mine. I own it. And the other thing I love about the number 8 is it's feminine energy.
It's even. I like even numbers.
That's true. That is very true. It's an even number. It obviously, I mean, it's an even number. It's the number of feminine energy. And when we think about feminine energy, and I'm truly not talking about gender right now. I am truly talking about feminine energy. Feminine energy, we birth things. Feminine energy births things into fruition. When you put the seed in the divine feminine, the baby doesn't just pop out. There is a gestation process. We are at the end of that gestation process. It's like we are about to pop. We're like, oh my goodness, I'm ready. I am ready. So when you think about some of the things that you have been manifesting and creating, and if you have been faithful to you, what you are birthing, that feminine energy, is like, it's, oh my goodness. If y'all can't tell, I'm very excited, right? Because when I say, I know this to be true, I feel it, and I'm beyond excited about the possibility for the collective to birth what they have been carrying, to birth what they have been nurturing, and to see in real time, like, damn, I really am that motherfucker. I did this. I did this. Like, do you know what type? And not even, no shade, Also what we're going to see, people who have put out who have, all I gotta say is, no matter what you've been putting out and what people have been putting out, it's
You're gonna reap what you sow.
Period. Like I don't even know any other way to say it. I'm trying to be tactful, people. So and I think that's a beautiful space. And again, if there's still more lessons for you, you're gonna learn them quick and fast. Whatever, if there are little pieces, like I need to get this. When I say quick, fast, smack it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm learn those lessons fast, because whichever side of the fence you're on, if you're on the side where you're reaping what you sow and it's great things, great. But if you're on the other side of the fence and you're reaping what you sow and
you don't like it,
learn that lesson.
Thank girl. Look, and that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about this, y'all. For real. All you have to do is learn a lesson.
Yeah,
is
like,
get
okay,
it. Be authentic. Oh, okay. I don't want no more of that. Stop. Wait, hold on. Got it. Be authentic to you. And when you put it that way, it's so easy. Because it's not up to anybody else. This is about you and you.
You and you. Me, myself, and I.
You.
Me, myself, and I.
Hey, abundance, fertility,
prosperity.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. We starting a band. Mm-hmm. We starting an all-girl band. It's going to be called 8. Hit us up if y'all want to audition. We need people who play instruments. we need all of them. We need some instruments. We need some lyricists. Oh, and people who can actually sing.
So what's your takeaway?
Dang, I had what I was going to tell y'all for, what was, so, honestly, my takeaway is that it is incredibly beautiful to be able to realize and see in real time how much you are the master of your own domain. Oh!
Noise. So my takeaway is to just ride the wave. Like this is the perfect year for that. And, the one thing that I really... So we talked about doing some challenges. I think at some point we're going to do a collective challenge, like together.
Yes.
But at the end of the year, I don't want you all being like, man, I should have, I could have, or I didn't. No, this is the year to take action. This is the year of action. Make that, that movement. And you're being energetically supported by the universe, you guys. Ride the wave.
I'm not trying to sound all woo woo. Like I'm just.
Yeah, you are.
It is. I know. Like it is what it is. G. Like it is what the hell it is. It's gonna be like it. And if it's gonna be, it's up to me.
There you go.
So, you guys, thank you. Oh, by the way, real quick. So next week. We will be back. We're going to do a live recording on January 10th, Chrissy?
I think so.
Yes. January 10th, we are going back live. So you can find us on our YouTube page. Just look up Two Queens and Crystal Things. We have put all of our episodes up there, by the way, too. So if people are some YouTube lovers, and we're looking to grow our presence there. It's time to fly this thing out. Chrissy and I got some big goals.
I know we do.
And
we need to support you all.
And it's lovely and exciting and it's gonna be. It's up to me. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do? It's up to you. Right. I need a nap.
Yeah, it has been that kind of day for us as well.
But I'm genuine. I feel genuinely joyful. I'm so serious. Like I for real do. So you guys, please, I would tell you so temple work real quick. And this is something very easy. You don't even have to break out your book for this, but if you'd like to, it would be better so you'll remember it. But I want you to look at the different areas of your life. So let's look at love. Let's look at your finances, your health, your spiritual well-being. Like pick the major buckets in your life and do an assessment as to whether or not you are moving and making decisions that are in alignment with who you are. How does it feel to you on the inside? Does it bring you peace? It doesn't make your shoulders come up like, I don't like it. Sometimes we don't know because we're not necessarily looking. We don't know what it is that we're doing that is against our own selves. So make an assessment of the major buckets in your life and just be honest with yourself. I really do think you guys should open your journals. I was trying not to get y'all to open your journals this early in the year, but come on, forget it. Open them up. I know. Right. Open up your journals, you guys. Look at the 4 major buckets of your life. I'm saying 4, just, it's half of 8 and 4 is foundation. We're definitely about to do a numerology episode. Look at the more I'm talking about this. And do an honest assessment. Basically, for my people out there who know what a SWOT analysis is, do a SWOT analysis of the 4 buckets of your space. So your strength, your weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats for yourself, within yourself, not external. You guys, we not talking about these motherfuckers. We talking about you. How do you feel? How are you moving? How focused are you? Do that, and wherever there is a misalignment, start putting a plan together for yourself and make the decision, make a conscious decision at that space. Like, oh, right here, no problem. Let me get this right up. Let me just move this. I'm lying to myself. I'm not being honest with myself in this space. Now, sometimes, we're not able to make a move right at that moment, but you have no idea how powerful the awareness of who you are to yourself can do to make moves and waves energetically in your life. So, yeah. That's all I got for temple work, you guys.
Ooh, she let y'all off easy. So quickly, can you go through the 4? It's love.
So I would say love, money, health, physical health, and your spiritual well-being. Okay.
So those are the 4 buckets. And
if there's another one for you, for you guys that is more important. So because some people may say, and money can be, financial growth or wealth, but it also be your career. Mm-hmm. You may want to interchange love for just relationship in general and do a SWOT analysis of your relationships, your friendships, your family, your familiar relationships. There's so many different types of relationships. Shoot, the relationship with yourself. How do you treat yourself? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
In your body, are you taking... how many times are you going to hear us talking about how important your temple is? It holds... your spirit, you guys. Yes, we take whatever that means to you. You know what I mean? It's the beginning. Everybody's like, you gotta do this to get it. You gotta do this, or you should do that. Don't let people should on your life. You decide your pace. What feels good. Some people like running. Miles, it gets them in the zone and makes them feel good. Some people prefer yoga. Some people just like going on walks. Some people like to hit the weight room. All we're saying is what is authentic to you? What feels good to you? What makes you smile? Not what your friend is doing. That's what works for her. That's what works for him. Be honest with yourself. That's it. That's what I got, guys. Period. So we will see you guys next Wednesday, January 10th. Happy New Year.
Yes. And I will make this quick, you all. You know that there are different ways that you can support the show. One, you can
Come on, y'all. We love y'all. Support us.
You can always, on YouTube, you can support us by going to our YouTube, subscribing, hitting the thumbs up on all of our podcast episodes, or even commenting. We will respond. You all can share the podcast with your friends. You all can, send us, buy us some wine on our link to Buy Me Coffee. There's multiple ways that you can support the show. So it doesn't always have to be monetary, but regardless of how you're able to support, we just really want to let you know how much we truly, truly appreciate you. I think I just looked at our overall stats, and I think we're at maybe 120,000 downloads now, which is amazing. I think I was working on something about a week ago, and we were at 110. So that is kind of huge. So we just want to really thank you all for supporting the podcast, sharing with your friends. We have so many things in store for 2024 because this is the year of action. This is the year of just taking that step.
And you guys, really quickly, supporting the show energetically by sharing it and rating it and reviewing it and thumbs up. It's like an energetic transference. So like you become a part of co-creating this show. You let us know what you like, what you want to hear more of. We love hearing from you guys. We've got some messages this past week that were just so amazing. So that you guys provide us the energy and we feel the love and support, and we love and support you all back. And so we want to, talk to us. It's definitely a co-creation. This is the tribe.
It really is. And we recently put up a post asking you all, like, what is it that you all would like to see from us or hear from us this year? So you can always go on our page, DM us, let us know your ideas. We've already gotten several comments that we will look over and review, but please let us know. But again,
on our IG page at 2 Queens Crystal Things.
Yes. So thank you all for listening to us. Don't forget to follow our 2 Queens and Crystal Things page. You all know how to find us. Wings Unleashed 444, Christy R. Edwards. But we just really want to say thank you so much for your support and for just the love that you all continue to pour out on us. So light, peace, love.
And so, bye guys.
Bye.